Urban planning is a critical discipline focused on designing and managing the physical growth and development of cities. Its aim is to create sustainable, efficient, and livable environments for residents. Planners consider various factors, including infrastructure, land use, transportation, and public spaces. Effective urban planning addresses challenges like congestion, pollution, and housing shortages, promoting social equity and economic vitality. Modern approaches often incorporate smart city technologies and community engagement to foster resilient and adaptable urban ecosystems.
The phenomenon of climate change presents one of the most pressing global challenges of our era. Driven primarily by human activities, such as the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation, it leads to a range of severe environmental impacts. These include rising global temperatures, more frequent extreme weather events, sea level rise, and ocean acidification. Mitigating these effects requires concerted international efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and transition towards renewable energy sources. Adaptation strategies are also crucial to cope with unavoidable changes.
Artificial intelligence, AI, has rapidly transformed numerous industries and aspects of daily life. It refers to the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. Key applications include machine learning, natural language processing, and computer vision. While AI offers immense potential for innovation, efficiency, and problem solving, it also raises important ethical considerations regarding job displacement, data privacy, and algorithmic bias. Developing responsible AI frameworks is essential to harness its benefits safely and equitably.
The transition to renewable energy sources is vital for achieving global sustainability and combating climate change. Technologies like solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal power offer cleaner alternatives to fossil fuels. These sources produce minimal greenhouse gas emissions during operation, significantly reducing our carbon footprint. While initial infrastructure costs can be substantial, the long-term benefits include energy independence, stable electricity prices, and improved public health. Continued investment in research and development will further enhance their efficiency and affordability.
Space exploration continues to captivate humanity, pushing the boundaries of scientific discovery and technological innovation. Missions to Mars, the Moon, and distant exoplanets provide invaluable data about our universe and its origins. Beyond pure science, space programs foster advancements in materials science, computing, and communications that benefit life on Earth. However, the immense costs and inherent risks necessitate careful planning and international collaboration. The ultimate goal remains to understand our place in the cosmos and perhaps find signs of extraterrestrial life.
Globalization refers to the increasing interconnectedness and interdependence of countries worldwide, driven by cross-border trade, technology, and cultural exchange. It has facilitated economic growth, reduced poverty in some regions, and spread knowledge and innovation. However, it also presents challenges, including increased competition, job displacement in certain industries, and environmental impacts. Critics argue it can exacerbate inequality and undermine national sovereignty. Navigating the complexities of globalization requires balanced policies that promote shared prosperity and mitigate negative consequences.
Neuroscience is the scientific study of the nervous system, encompassing the brain, spinal cord, and all peripheral nerves. This complex field seeks to understand how the brain functions, from the molecular level to cognitive processes like memory, emotion, and perception. Breakthroughs in imaging techniques and genetic research are revolutionizing our understanding of neurological disorders and mental health conditions. By unraveling the mysteries of the brain, neuroscientists aim to develop new treatments and enhance human well-being, paving the way for advanced therapies.
Sustainable development is a widely adopted paradigm that emphasizes meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. It integrates economic, social, and environmental considerations into decision-making. Key aspects include resource conservation, pollution reduction, social equity, and economic viability. Achieving sustainability requires a fundamental shift in production and consumption patterns, fostering circular economies and promoting responsible governance. International cooperation and local initiatives are crucial for its successful implementation.
Digital humanities is an interdisciplinary field that combines computational methods with traditional humanities disciplines. It applies digital tools and resources to research in areas like literature, history, philosophy, and art. Examples include text mining ancient manuscripts, creating interactive historical maps, and building digital archives. This approach offers new ways to analyze vast datasets, visualize complex relationships, and disseminate scholarly work. While enhancing research capabilities, it also raises questions about digital preservation and the evolving nature of humanistic inquiry.
Public health focuses on preventing disease, prolonging life, and promoting health through organized community efforts. It addresses broad societal issues rather than individual patient care, encompassing areas such as epidemiology, environmental health, and health policy. Key interventions include vaccination programs, sanitation improvements, and health education campaigns. The goal is to ensure equitable access to health resources and create conditions where everyone can be healthy. Effective public health strategies are vital for building resilient communities and responding to global health crises.
Cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, represent a revolutionary form of digital currency that uses cryptography for security. They operate on a decentralized network called a blockchain, which records transactions across many computers, making them highly secure and transparent. While offering potential benefits like faster international payments and reduced transaction fees, they also pose significant risks due to their volatility, regulatory uncertainty, and potential for illicit use. The long-term impact on global finance and traditional banking systems is still unfolding.
Literary criticism involves the study, evaluation, and interpretation of literature. It seeks to understand the meaning, structure, and significance of literary works, often considering their historical, cultural, and political contexts. Various theoretical approaches, such as feminism, post-structuralism, and psychoanalysis, offer different lenses through which to analyze texts. This discipline not only deepens our appreciation of individual works but also contributes to broader discussions about language, representation, and human experience. It remains a dynamic and evolving academic field.
Biotechnology harnesses biological systems and living organisms to develop new products and technologies. Its applications are vast, ranging from medicine and agriculture to environmental cleanup. In healthcare, it enables gene therapy, vaccine production, and personalized medicine. In agriculture, it contributes to crop improvement and sustainable food production. While offering immense potential for human benefit, it also raises ethical concerns regarding genetic engineering and intellectual property. Responsible development is crucial for maximizing its positive impact.
Cultural heritage refers to the legacy of physical artifacts and intangible attributes of a group or society inherited from past generations. This includes historical sites, artworks, traditions, languages, and customs. Preserving cultural heritage is essential for maintaining identity, fostering cultural diversity, and promoting understanding between different communities. Threats such as conflict, climate change, and illicit trafficking necessitate coordinated efforts for protection and conservation. Safeguarding these irreplaceable treasures ensures their enjoyment by future generations.
Supply chain management encompasses the entire process of producing and delivering a product or service, from raw materials to final consumption. It involves coordinating numerous activities, including procurement, manufacturing, logistics, and inventory management. The goal is to optimize efficiency, reduce costs, and enhance customer satisfaction. Modern supply chains increasingly leverage technology like AI and blockchain for better visibility and resilience. Disruptions, such as those seen during pandemics, highlight the critical need for robust and adaptable supply chain strategies.
Cognitive psychology is a branch of psychology dedicated to studying mental processes such as attention, language, memory, perception, problem-solving, and thinking. Researchers in this field investigate how people acquire, process, and store information. Using experimental methods, they explore the mechanisms underlying human cognition, often drawing parallels with computer science through information processing models. Insights from cognitive psychology have practical applications in education, human-computer interaction, and understanding various psychological disorders, enhancing our understanding of the mind.
The concept of renewable cities envisions urban areas powered entirely by sustainable energy sources, minimizing their environmental footprint. This involves integrating technologies like rooftop solar panels, wind turbines, and geothermal systems into urban infrastructure. Beyond energy, renewable cities prioritize sustainable transportation, waste reduction through circular economy principles, and green building design. The aim is to create resilient, healthy, and economically vibrant urban environments that operate in harmony with natural systems. This ambitious goal requires comprehensive planning and technological innovation.
Archaeology is the study of human history and prehistory through the excavation of sites and the analysis of artifacts and other physical remains. By uncovering and interpreting material culture, archaeologists reconstruct past societies, their environments, economies, and beliefs. This discipline provides unique insights into ancient civilizations, migration patterns, and technological developments that written records cannot offer. Ethical considerations regarding heritage preservation and engagement with indigenous communities are paramount in modern archaeological practice, ensuring respectful research.
Data privacy refers to the protection of personal information from unauthorized access, collection, use, and disclosure. In the digital age, with vast amounts of data being collected by companies and governments, ensuring privacy has become a critical concern. Regulations like GDPR and CCPA aim to give individuals more control over their data. Challenges include balancing data utility with privacy rights, preventing cyberattacks, and addressing ethical dilemmas related to surveillance and algorithmic decision-making. Safeguarding personal data is essential for trust and individual autonomy.
Environmental ethics is a branch of philosophy that considers the moral relationship between humans and the natural world. It examines humanity's responsibilities towards the environment, including animals, plants, and ecosystems. Key questions revolve around the intrinsic value of nature, the rights of future generations, and sustainable living. This field often critiques anthropocentric views, advocating for ecocentric or biocentric perspectives. Discussions contribute to policy making on conservation, climate change, and resource management, influencing how societies interact with their planet.
Financial technology, or fintech, refers to the innovative application of technology to improve and automate financial services. This rapidly evolving sector includes mobile banking, online payments, cryptocurrency, and algorithmic trading. Fintech aims to make financial services more accessible, efficient, and user-friendly, often disrupting traditional banking models. While offering benefits like lower costs and greater convenience, it also raises concerns regarding data security, consumer protection, and regulatory oversight. The ongoing development of fintech is reshaping the global financial landscape.
Oceanography is the scientific study of the oceans, encompassing their physical, chemical, geological, and biological properties. Researchers explore everything from deep-sea trenches and ocean currents to marine life and the impact of climate change on ocean ecosystems. Understanding the oceans is crucial because they regulate global climate, provide vast resources, and support unique biodiversity. Modern oceanography utilizes advanced technologies like satellite remote sensing and autonomous underwater vehicles to gather vital data, aiding conservation efforts and resource management.
The philosophy of science investigates the fundamental questions, assumptions, and implications of scientific methodology and practice. It explores what constitutes scientific knowledge, how theories are developed and tested, and the nature of scientific explanation. Key topics include empiricism, rationalism, falsifiability, and the problem of induction. This field helps clarify the distinctiveness of scientific inquiry from other forms of knowledge and addresses the ethical and social dimensions of scientific research. It contributes to a deeper understanding of science's role in society.
Genetic engineering involves the direct manipulation of an organism's genes using biotechnology. Scientists can add, delete, or modify specific genes to introduce new traits or alter existing ones. Applications range from developing disease-resistant crops and producing therapeutic proteins to gene therapy for treating human diseases. While offering revolutionary potential for medicine and agriculture, it also raises significant ethical and safety concerns, including unforeseen environmental impacts and the potential for designer babies. Careful regulation and public discourse are essential.
Urban ecology is an interdisciplinary field that studies the interaction of humans and natural systems in urban environments. It examines how cities function as ecosystems, considering factors like biodiversity, resource flows, and pollution. The goal is to understand urban processes to design more sustainable and resilient cities. Researchers analyze green spaces, urban wildlife, and the socioeconomic drivers affecting urban nature. This field contributes to developing strategies for ecological restoration, urban planning, and promoting human well-being within densely populated areas.
Digital marketing encompasses all marketing efforts that use an electronic device or the Internet. Businesses leverage various digital channels, such as search engines, social media, email, and websites, to connect with current and prospective customers. Unlike traditional marketing, digital strategies offer precise targeting, measurable results, and greater flexibility. Key components include search engine optimization, SEO, content marketing, and pay-per-click (PPC) advertising. Understanding consumer behavior online is crucial for effective digital campaigns in today's interconnected world.
Astrophysics is a branch of astronomy that applies the principles of physics to study celestial objects and phenomena. It seeks to understand the origin, evolution, and properties of stars, galaxies, black holes, and the universe as a whole. Researchers use observational data from telescopes and theoretical models to test hypotheses about cosmic processes. Breakthroughs in astrophysics have provided profound insights into dark matter, dark energy, and the Big Bang Theory, continually expanding our knowledge of the cosmos and our place within it.
Robotics is an interdisciplinary field that deals with the design, construction, operation, and use of robots. These machines are engineered to automate tasks, often in environments that are dangerous, dull, or difficult for humans. Robotics integrates aspects of mechanical engineering, electronics, computer science, and artificial intelligence. While robots enhance efficiency and productivity in manufacturing, healthcare, and exploration, their increasing sophistication raises important questions about future employment, ethics, and human-robot interaction in society.
Climate modeling uses complex mathematical equations and computer programs to simulate the Earth's climate system. These models help scientists understand past climate changes, predict future scenarios, and assess the impact of human activities on the environment. They integrate data on atmospheric circulation, ocean currents, ice sheets, and greenhouse gas concentrations. While models have limitations and uncertainties, they are indispensable tools for climate research, informing policy decisions on mitigation and adaptation strategies, vital for addressing the global climate crisis effectively.
The pervasive influence of social media platforms has fundamentally reshaped communication, information dissemination, and social interaction. While offering unprecedented opportunities for connection, advocacy, and commerce, they also present significant challenges. Concerns include the spread of misinformation, cyberbullying, addiction, and negative impacts on mental health, particularly among younger demographics. Understanding the complex psychological and societal effects of these platforms is crucial for developing responsible usage guidelines and fostering healthier digital environments for all users.
Epidemiology is the study of the distribution and determinants of health-related states or events in specified populations, and the application of this study to the control of health problems. It investigates disease outbreaks, patterns of illness, and factors influencing public health. Epidemiologists use statistical methods to identify risk factors, evaluate interventions, and inform public health policies. This field played a critical role in understanding and combating diseases like COVID-19, guiding global responses and preventive measures, ultimately saving countless lives.
Renewable agriculture, often known as sustainable agriculture, focuses on farming practices that are environmentally sound, economically viable, and socially responsible. It emphasizes biodiversity, soil health, water conservation, and reduced reliance on synthetic inputs like pesticides and fertilizers. Techniques include crop rotation, agroforestry, and integrated pest management. The goal is to produce food sustainably while protecting natural resources and supporting farmer livelihoods. This approach is critical for long-term food security and mitigating agriculture's environmental footprint.
The study of ancient civilizations offers profound insights into the origins of human society, technology, and culture. From Mesopotamia and Egypt to the Indus Valley and Mesoamerica, these early societies developed complex political systems, sophisticated writing, monumental architecture, and advanced agricultural techniques. Their legacies continue to influence modern governance, science, and art. Understanding their rise and fall helps us comprehend patterns of human development, environmental adaptation, and societal resilience across millennia, enriching our collective historical awareness.
Quantum computing represents a paradigm shift in processing information, leveraging principles of quantum mechanics like superposition and entanglement. Unlike classical computers that use bits representing 0 or 1, quantum computers use qubits, which can be 0, 1, or both simultaneously. This allows them to perform complex calculations far beyond the capabilities of even the most powerful supercomputers. Potential applications include drug discovery, materials science, and cryptography. While still in its early stages, quantum computing promises to revolutionize many scientific and technological fields.
The urban heat island, UHI, effect describes how urban areas are significantly warmer than their surrounding rural counterparts. This phenomenon is primarily caused by dark, impervious surfaces like asphalt and concrete absorbing and retaining more solar radiation, and by heat generated from human activities such as vehicles and industrial processes. UHI intensifies energy consumption for cooling, exacerbates air pollution, and poses health risks during heat waves. Mitigation strategies include planting more trees, using reflective materials, and creating green roofs to cool cities.
Renewable materials are those that can be replenished naturally within a relatively short time frame, such as wood, bamboo, cork, and certain plant-based plastics. Their use is critical for reducing reliance on finite resources and minimizing environmental impact. Unlike non-renewable materials, their production often requires less energy and generates fewer greenhouse gas emissions. Promoting the adoption of renewable materials in construction, manufacturing, and packaging is a key strategy for fostering a circular economy and achieving broader sustainability goals across industries.
Human migration, the movement of people from one place to another with the intention of settling permanently or temporarily, is a historical and ongoing phenomenon. It is driven by various factors, including economic opportunities, political instability, conflict, and environmental changes. While migration can enrich host societies with cultural diversity and labor, it also presents challenges related to integration, resource allocation, and social cohesion. Understanding the complex dynamics of migration is crucial for developing effective and humane policies worldwide.
The Internet of Things, IoT, refers to the vast network of physical objects embedded with sensors, software, and other technologies that allow them to connect and exchange data over the Internet. This includes smart home devices, wearable fitness trackers, and industrial sensors. IoT enables automation, real-time monitoring, and data-driven decision-making, promising enhanced efficiency and convenience. However, it also raises significant concerns regarding data security, privacy, and the potential for system vulnerabilities, necessitating robust cybersecurity measures for widespread adoption.
Biometric security systems use unique biological characteristics, such as fingerprints, facial patterns, iris scans, or voice recognition, for identification and authentication. These methods offer a highly secure and convenient alternative to traditional passwords or PINs, which can be forgotten, stolen, or guessed. Applications range from unlocking smartphones to accessing secure facilities. While biometrics provide enhanced security, concerns exist regarding data privacy, potential for errors, and the implications of storing sensitive personal biological data. Ethical deployment is paramount.
Nanotechnology is the manipulation of matter on an atomic, molecular, and supramolecular scale. Operating at the nanoscale, which is about 1 to 100 nanometers, allows scientists to create materials and devices with novel properties and functions. Applications span numerous fields, including medicine for targeted drug delivery, electronics for smaller and faster devices, and environmental science for water purification. While offering transformative potential, questions about the toxicity of nanomaterials and their long-term environmental impact require careful research and regulation.
Gamification in education involves applying game design elements and game principles in non-game contexts, specifically learning environments. This approach aims to increase student engagement, motivation, and learning outcomes by incorporating features like points, badges, leaderboards, and challenges. It can make complex subjects more accessible and foster a sense of achievement and competition. While research indicates positive effects on motivation, careful design is required to ensure that gamified elements genuinely support learning objectives rather than simply distracting students from academic content.
Precision medicine, also known as personalized medicine, is an innovative approach to disease treatment and prevention that takes into account individual variability in genes, environment, and lifestyle. Instead of a one-size-fits-all strategy, it tailors medical care to each patient's unique biological makeup. This includes using genetic information to select the most effective drugs and dosages or to identify individuals at higher risk for certain diseases. While promising more effective and safer treatments, it requires vast amounts of data and raises significant ethical considerations.
E-commerce, the buying and selling of goods and services over the Internet, has dramatically transformed global retail. Its evolution has moved from simple online stores to complex digital ecosystems incorporating mobile commerce, social commerce, and AI-driven personalization. The convenience, wider selection, and competitive pricing offered by e-commerce have profoundly changed consumer behavior. Businesses must continuously adapt to new technologies and customer expectations, focusing on secure transactions, efficient logistics, and seamless user experiences to thrive in this dynamic marketplace.
Bioremediation is a waste management technique that uses living organisms, such as bacteria, fungi, or plants, to remove pollutants from contaminated soil, water, or air. These organisms naturally break down or detoxify hazardous substances into less harmful forms. It is an environmentally friendly and often cost-effective alternative to traditional chemical or physical cleanup methods. Applications include oil spill cleanups and treating industrial wastewater. While effective, bioremediation success depends on specific environmental conditions and the type of pollutant present.
Cognitive biases are systematic patterns of deviation from normal rationality and judgment, leading individuals to draw inferences about other people and situations in an illogical fashion. These mental shortcuts, or heuristics, often arise from our brains trying to simplify information processing. Examples include confirmation bias, where people seek information that confirms their existing beliefs, and anchoring bias, relying too heavily on the first piece of information offered. Recognizing these biases is crucial for improving decision-making in personal and professional contexts.
Bioethics is an interdisciplinary field that examines ethical issues arising from advances in biology and medicine. It addresses moral dilemmas related to topics such as genetic engineering, cloning, stem cell research, organ transplantation, and end-of-life care. Bioethicists aim to guide policy making and clinical practice by considering principles like autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, and justice. This field is crucial for navigating the complex moral landscape of scientific progress, ensuring that innovations serve humanity responsibly and equitably.
Urban planning is a critical discipline focused on designing and managing the physical growth and development of cities. Its aim is to create sustainable, efficient, and livable environments for residents. Planners consider various factors, including infrastructure, land use, transportation, and public spaces. Effective urban planning addresses challenges like congestion, pollution, and housing shortages, promoting social equity and economic vitality. Modern approaches often incorporate smart city technologies and community engagement to foster resilient and adaptable urban ecosystems.
Urban planning is a critical discipline focused on designing and managing the physical growth and development of cities. Its aim is to create sustainable, efficient, and livable environments for residents. Planners consider various factors, including infrastructure, land use, transportation, and public spaces. Effective urban planning addresses challenges like congestion, pollution, and housing shortages, promoting social equity and economic vitality. Modern approaches often incorporate smart city technologies and community engagement to foster resilient and adaptable urban ecosystems.
Urban planning is a critical discipline focused on designing and managing the physical growth and development of cities. Its aim is to create sustainable, efficient, and livable environments for residents. Planners consider various factors, including infrastructure, land use, transportation, and public spaces. Effective urban planning addresses challenges like congestion, pollution, and housing shortages, promoting social equity and economic vitality. Modern approaches often incorporate smart city technologies and community engagement to foster resilient and adaptable urban ecosystems.
Urban planning is a critical discipline focused on designing and managing the physical growth and development of cities. Its aim is to create sustainable, efficient, and livable environments for residents. Planners consider various factors, including infrastructure, land use, transportation, and public spaces. Effective urban planning addresses challenges like congestion, pollution, and housing shortages, promoting social equity and economic vitality. Modern approaches often incorporate smart city technologies and community engagement to foster resilient and adaptable urban ecosystems.